Welcome to Lesson 5, Unit 24. Let's go straight to the board and see what we have today. Lesson 5, Unit 24. Find the y/dx if y equals to root x minus 1 all over root x plus 1. We already know that our emphasis is the quotient rule. Where y is equals to u all over v. So let's go to the question. Y is equal to the root x minus 1 all over x plus 1. So we can treat it as root x minus 1 all over root x plus 1. So it's understood. We can now say now that our u is equal to root x minus 1. Our v is equal to root x plus 1. So we can say the u now is x minus 1 raised to power half, and the v now is x plus 1 raised to power half. So if that is done, we can begin to differentiate our u and v. So we can say du over dx is equal to half into x minus 1 raised to power minus half. By now you should know how to do the common differentiation now. Then dv dx will also give us half into x plus 1 into minus. So having done this, we can now say that our v squared is equals to, look at our v here, now equals to x plus 1. So applying our rule, the y dx is equals to v du dx minus u dv dx over v squared. So this is what we are going to apply now. So we can now say dy dx is equal to our v. What is our v? Is simply, as given there, is simply what? X root x plus 1. That's our p. Root x plus 1. Our du dx. What is our du dx? Our du dx is saying that we have half into x minus 1 raised to power minus half. That is our du dx minus our u will give us our u will give us root x minus 1 then our dv dx is going to give us half into x plus 1 raised to power minus half all over v squared, which is x plus 1. So it's raised to power minus half. So we now have dy dx is equal to the root is the numerator x plus 1. Now this one is over 2 because it's half. This one will also give you into root x minus 1. That root is now the half, while the minus is the reciprocal. Now you now have minus also root x minus 1, numerator, all over 2 root x plus 1 all over 2 root x plus 1. The minus is the reciprocal. Then you now have over x plus 1. So let's look at the LCM. We have told you how to calculate such LCM. So our LCM is going to be 2, they are common, into root x minus 1 into root x plus 1. So that's our LCM. Now, if 2 into root x minus 1 goes, it's going to pick 2 root x minus 1 and you are left with root x plus 1. So root x plus 1 will multiply root x plus 1. So you have the minus sign. 2 into root x plus 1, 2 into root x, so you have root x minus 1. You have root x minus 1 multiplying root x minus 1. Now you now have divided by x plus 1. So let us do our multiplication. Dy dx will now give us root x plus 1 multiplying root x plus 1 will give us x plus 1. Then you put your minus there. Root x minus 1 multiplied by root x minus 1 will give you x minus 1 all over 2 into root x minus 1 into root x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. Bring up what we have below. Dy dx is equal to x plus 1 minus into x minus 1 all over 2 into root x minus 1 into root x plus 1. Divided by x. So if we open our brackets, dy dx will give you x plus 1, and this one will become minus x plus 1. So x plus x minus x will cancel out all over 2 into x minus 1 into root x plus 1. And bring in this 1 all over x plus 1. So eventually become x plus 1. So that we can take off this final denominator. So we can now say that the y dx is equal to 1 plus 1 will give us 2. 2 all over 2 into root x minus 1 into x root x plus 1 into x plus 1. So finally this will cancel this to give us 1 there. So we can begin to add their powers in index. So what we have, the similarity between root x plus 1 and 1x into x plus 1. This is raised to power 1, this is raised to power half. So therefore we can add their powers. So if we do that, we're going to have 1 into x root x plus 1 x minus 1 here we'll have root x plus 1 raised to power 3. So in other words, we can say now that dy dx is equal to 1 all over x minus 1 raised to power half and I also have x plus 1 raised to power 3 over 2. So, this is our final answer. So, our final answer is 1 all over dy dx is equal to x minus 1 raised to power half into x plus 1 raised to power 3 over 2. Thank you. Let's look at the second question. Find dy dx if y is equal to x squared minus x plus 1 all over 2x minus 3. So here, we are following the rule y equals to u over v. So your u is equals to x squared minus x plus 1. Your v is equal to 2x minus 3. Here, we are saying now that the u, the x, differentiate the constant will give you 0. Differentiate this one, it will be 1 into 1 minus 1 will give you x raised to the power 0, which is 1. This one will now become 2x. So here you have 2x minus 1. So if you differentiate the v over the x, differentiate this constant 0, so it become 2, that's 1, x become 1 minus 1, anything raised to power 0 is 1, so it becomes 2. So having done that, you are left with your v. What is your v square? V square is simply 2x minus 3 raised to power 2. So if we apply our formula, dy dx is equals to v du dx minus u dv dx divided by v square. So what do we have? Now dy dx is equals to v. What is our v? Our v is simply 2x minus 3. So what is our du dx? Is simply 2x minus 1. So what is our, put our minus sign. So what is our u? Our u is simply, look at our u. Our u will give us x squared minus x plus 1. X squared minus x plus 1. That is our u. So what our dv dx, our dv dx is simply what? 2. So we are multiplying dv dx 2, then all over v squared. So now we have done what we need to do. Let us translate what we have. We can even say here that our v square all over our v square. Our v square is simply 2x minus 3 raised to power 2. So now we can save more space. So here we are going to expound these factors and see what will happen. If we expand it, dy dx is simply 2x multiplied 2x will give us 4x squared. Then 2x multiplying minus 1 will give us minus 2x. Now, minus 3 multiplying 2x will give you minus 6x. Minus 3 multiplying minus 1 will give us plus 3. So we have plus 3. So we have a minus there, plus 2x squared. 2 times minus x will give you minus 2x. Minus 2x. Then 2 times 1 will give you plus 2. Close the brackets. All over 2x minus 3 all squared. Now, let's try and open the brackets. dy dx. First, we open the bracket. We can see like terms. So minus 2x minus 6x become minus 8x. So 4x squared minus 8x plus 3. Now we can open this, become minus 2x squared. It become plus 2x minus 8. So let's see over 2x minus 3 whole squared. So dy dx is equal to, let's see whether there is like terms. 4x squared minus 2x squared will become 2x squared. That means subtracting this and dealt with that. Minus 8x plus 2x become minus 6x. So which means you have done with this one. Then plus 3 minus 2 will become plus 1. All over 2x minus 3 raised to the power 2. So answer will now become 2x squared minus 6x plus 1 all over 2x minus 3 raised to power 2. Thank you very much.